Hey, I'm Megan Bird, and I am an assistant for Kelly Day Portraits, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of some simple makeup to do. So I am currently a beauty guide for Limelife. I started a couple months ago, and I just love their products. I'm not just saying that. They're actually like really high quality, and it's just so fun to be able to sell it and be like, yeah, like this stuff is actually really good. Works. So today I'll be using some of their stuff, not all of it because I haven't fully gotten able to get my hands on everything. So I'll be using mainly their foundation and bronzers and blushes and some eyeshadows. And one thing I love about their makeup is that there's no harsh chemicals and everything's super natural looking. So I'm going to go in the foundation. And this is a simple look, so the brush is definitely good when you want to do a simpler look so it's not so harsh. If you want a fuller foundation look, I would definitely use a beauty blender. Now for the concealer. And all of Limelife's makeup, especially the foundations and concealers, are super covering and but they still feel like super light, like I feel like I have nothing on my face and just and a lot of people don't do this, but I always put the concealer on my eyelid. I feel like it helps get the colors out of your eyeshadow with the eyeshadow. This concealer is also waterproof, so it's great for the summertime right now. And with highlight, I always like to think of it as a highlighter. So after I always come down a little with my concealer and on my lids, and then I go down my nose and on my chin. And also, I said it was a simple look, but you can still make it simple, but I'm going to do kind of a liquid contour. Mainly people always just have to like do their nose, and it just like changes how they feel about their nose if they don't like it. So I'm going to just do the main, just the nose and the cheekbones and then the forehead, and especially because with the forehead, why people do that is to kind of hide their hairline a little bit and just let it blend a little bit more. Shadows always have a darker, more grayer tone to it, so you don't want to do any warm liquid contour. So what I tend to do with the nose is I make that line of how you want to narrow out your nose, and then I brush it out. And then also, if you think a concealer brush is too harsh for your contour, it's always easy just to go in with a beauty blender and grab it right. And then you can never prime your face too many times, so Also, an alternate that I like to use, especially for trying to blend those harsh lines, is rose water spray. You can just spray that and it just kind of soaks the skin a little bit more so you can blend that out a little bit easier, but I'll go ahead and use that primer again. Kind of blot it into the skin to make sure that it blends with that foundation. Okay, and then that's it for the liquid part, and then we move on to the powders. So, especially for the summertime, I always like to I'm a little tan now, so I don't need to do it too much, but I always kind of get a warmer bronzer and just kind of make the base of my face a little bit tanner than it is. But when I do go for the nose, I keep on those edges like that contour. I stick with the areas that I did do that contour. Then, with the powder contour, go darker. Just keep it at those points that we did the liquid. And now before I do blush, I go in with my translucent powder. And I actually use a concealer brush for it, I just feel like it grabs it. Then now for blush. And also with blush, I don't just put on my cheeks. I love to think like wherever the sun hits, you can have fun with your blush. So I always bring my blush a little higher too. I feel like it just kind of raises because, I mean, that's where the sun hits too, so you don't want to just keep it down here. Okay. And now my light has a really cute little highlighter and it has some pink into it, so it's perfect for the summer. Kind of in those under your brow bone. Okay. And that's done for the face. Now I normally go into eyebrows. So normally I use a Tarte Dip Brow Gel, but for a more softer, subtle look, I will be doing eyeshadow. So I always kind of just brush them up so you can really see the line on the bottom or the top. So especially for the inner corner, I like to make that line on the bottom and then brush that harsh line up. So that's what it looks like. A huge difference, I think. So if you want to see a more in-depth way on how I really shape them, put a comment down below and I'll get a video out there for you. So now onto eyeshadow. So I want to leave this look looking super simple, like I said, a simple makeup look. So I'm just going to go in with a light pink. When you're on the run and you just want something bright, you always want to think to brighten the inner eye. And then super fast and easy, just a quick way to give you a little bit more color is to always go for like a very light tan, or you can go into more of a darker peach where you're feeling, and just go into the natural ink. So when you're blending out that increase, you kind of want to work it up to the eyebrow bone. And then using that same color that you used on the increase and just smudge it on your lower. Now, mascara. I skipped eyeliner because I want this look looking super simple, but if you can't live without eyeliner, it's totally fine. Just put that on and then go up to mascara. So when you're done with your eyes and you look back at your face makeup and it's a bit oily, this is a little trick that you can do. I always get a pressed powder and a beauty blender. I just get some on that beauty blender and I dab it right on your nose. And it's supposed to be an amazing pore minimizer when you do this also. So even if you're not an oily skin type, this is great to do after your makeup, just to minimize those pores. Alright, and then last but not least, off to lipstick. I am going to use both Limelight products, one of their amazing creamy lip liners and their lip gloss. So when I line my lips, I always like to start off with that Cupid's bow, because if you don't line that Cupid's bow, you can tell. So I always gotta shape that first. And then this is what I love about lip liner. Once you get that natural shape of your Cupid's bow, you can kind of shape your lips however you really want them. So I do tend to get out a little bit further. Alright, so this is my look for today for this shoot. Super simple, super easy, and you can throw it on and go. So I hope you like it, and we'll show you the pictures.